Okay, today is Tuesday, April 12th, 2022. I call the village board meeting order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Feichter?
Here.
Trustee Frankie?
Here.
Trustee Listner?
Here.
Trustee Miller? Here. Trustee Prochnow?
Here.
Trustee Schmidt?
Here. All board members are present tonight. Next, we have the invocation and pledge allegiance. Tonight, we have the invocation from Pastor Dan Gregg, the Holy Spirit Lutheran Church. Everyone, please rise. Pastor, if you would please at the podium.
We begin in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. My soul magnifies the Lord, and my spirit rejoices in God my Savior. He has regarded the lowly state of his maidservant, for behold, from now on all generations will call me blessed. For he who is mighty has done good things for me. Holy is his name. His mercy is on those who fear him from generation to generation. He has shown strength with his arm. He has scattered the proud in the imagination of their hearts. He has cast down the mighty from their thrones and exalted the lowly. He's filled the hungry with good things. The rich he has sent away empty. He has helped his servant in remembrance of his mercy as he spoke to our fathers, to Abraham, and to his descendants forever. O merciful Father in heaven, from you comes all rule and authority over the nations of this world, for the punishment of the wicked and the defense of the righteous. Graciously regard your civil servants, these who make, administer, and judge the laws of this village. Look with mercy on all rulers of this earth. Grant our police, who receive the sword as your servants, that they would bear it according to your commands. Enlighten and defend these civil servants. Grant them wisdom and understanding, that under their peaceable governance, your people may be guarded and directed in righteousness, in quietness, and in unity. Protect and prolong their lives, that we with them may show forth the praise of your name, through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Pastor. The flag's to my right. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated. Pastor, hang on a second. So, I want to thank you again for being here tonight. We're good there, but welcome to Elk Grove. Pastor's been with the church, I think, about 8 months, you said.
Mm-hmm.
First time he's come to do our invocation, so we thank him for being here and welcome you to Elk Grove. Played basketball at Downers Grove South. So even though we beat him in wrestling when I was the coach, that's okay. Basketball sport, we don't talk about wrestlers. They take over our players. So I want to welcome you to Elk Grove.
It's a lot of chocolate.
These are dark chocolate, so my doctor said I can have it, even though I've had a bypass surgery, because it's healthy for you, dark chocolate. It's actually the village logo. And so you got big hands there, so I'll give you a lot. Welcome to Elk Grove.
Are these like challenge coins?
Close enough, yes,
Okay.
they work. But seriously, welcome to Elk Grove. We're
Thank
glad
you
you're
so
here.
much.
We wish you nothing but the best, and we'll be working with you over the summer concerts coming
Lovely.
up, and we'll have a lot of fun.
I look forward to
Thank
them.
you. Appreciate it. Boy, I'm glad to have this here. Thanks again.
Yeah, peace be with you.
Thank you very much. Oh, Chief Walsh is saying, I don't see in the budget the sponsorship of the White Sox, and in this year's budget, we're not doing that this year. We thought it was good, but we want to go back to the major league level. So we're working on finding and we also want a team that can win a playoff game. So, there's two reasons we moved on. So, but that was good. Okay, we move on now to you brought it on yourself, Chuck. There's nothing I can do about that. Approval of the minutes of March 22nd, 2022.
I'm sorry, I was enjoying your presentation. I move approval of the minutes of the regular board meeting held on March 22nd, 2022, as submitted, and dispense with the reading.
Second.
We have a motion by trustee Lister, a second by trustee Feichter. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Let the record show unanimous approval. Now, what Mr. Knickerbocker has been waiting for, Mayor and Board of Trustees report. We were very brief last meeting because in honor of Mr. Romo's last meeting.
Are you
And you
gonna make
notice,
up
to my right, we have Mr. Matthew Roan, our new village manager.
I noticed that.
Yeah, he's doing a nice job, huh?
So far, it's really good.
His only job he had up to this point was getting Jared his plaque.
How's he doing with that?
Now he's a rookie, so we can give him a little bit more time with that. So, because he is, I mean, Jared was in position on March 18th. So Matt is the true rookie up here tonight,
True.
correct?
I'm just more concerned about your mayor's report.
You've been waiting for it, haven't you?
Oh.
Wait a minute. Okay, mayor's report tonight.
It's your audience. They love you.
It's the peanut gallery, chiming in. Mr. Rob thinks that's funny.
It is.
He's actually laughing. Okay. Couple things. One, on March 31st, we had our annual volunteer dinner. And with COVID in the past, we've pushed off, but we had it again this year. Actually, I think it was the largest crowd we had. We had 125 people there that night. And went very well. Jen, you did a very nice job organizing. Get everything set up. Good job. Thank you very much. It was well enjoyed by everybody. It's good to see everyone back to normal. And the best part of the night, everyone said, was when we explained what each commission does. People don't realize, all the different commissions we have and the hard work they do. And for the most part, they all do a great job. 3 members of the Plan Commission don't do a real good job, but everyone else and all of our boards and commissions do a great job. So that was good. And then same day, we had Mr. Romo, your predecessor's retirement here at the village, for everyone to say thank you and wish him well. That went well. Parade meeting I'll talk about in a little bit. Then on April 5th, 2 things happened. Went over to the library, and they dedicated a room for Darlene Greaves. Darlene goes way back to the very beginning of the village. She lived on Evergreen until just recently, all those years, about a block from my house on Briarwood. And so Darlene, my parents are original people here in the village, and it's nice to see all the work she's done with art. She was involved with the library, helping get the first library going by collecting books and donations. And most people don't realize this, the first library was on Forest Street in Elk Grove in a house. Same model my parents had, the smallest model of the Regency, and it was in there. As a kid, my mom would take me in a wagon, because we were on Briarwood, dead ends in the forest. She'd pull us in a wagon up there, George, and we'd go in there and get books. Yeah.
How old were you, 14?
Not quite that. Now, I realize that doesn't seem that long ago, because Saturday night, I saw your favorite movie,
Which one would that be?
The 10 Commandments.
Yes.
Because you and Moses are the only 2 people who lived that long that you could enjoy that.
We were friends.
Yes, you're very close friends. But no, it was nice to have the honor for Darlene. She deserved it. She's done a lot of good for the village. And matter of fact, Mr. Rowan and I used to go over and pick paintings out each year for the artists group, and they're hanging up out in the hallway out there. And Darlene would negotiate with us all the time, and she was always very fair to the taxpayers, so we appreciate that. Also that night, we swore in Mary Vitale, the newest member of the library board. She took over for Gil Schum's spot, and so we had both opportunities that night to do both things, and we're excited about doing that. And then on April 7th, we met with the new Bulgarian consulate. So Pat, you're going to talk about that at your meeting, in your report?
Okay.
Okay. So Pat's our designee. Pat's our designee for Friendship City over in Pernik, over in Bulgaria. And we met with the new consulate general, who's going to be having an event here in Elk Grove next month. So I'll let Pat talk more about that in a little bit. We did also meet with Microsoft, working on finish up some items around the Microsoft development, and we appreciate that opportunity. Also had a chance to meet with 2 Cub Scouts and a Boy Scout pack here in Elk Grove, and we met actually here in the chambers, go over to earn the merit badges, and excited about that. And finally, with meetings, on April 7th, we went to Fox Run for the clubhouse open house. And I got to tell you something, jokingly I told the participants they finally got something right. They did a beautiful job on that clubhouse. It's very nice, very good, and you don't have to play golf to enjoy it. They got great food, they got a chef there now, TVs galore, they got the simulators for golf, or you can play bocce ball, you can do basketball, throwing footballs, whatever you want. Yeah, you can do all kinds of games for families and everyone. So I give the Parks a lot of credit. That's a beautiful facility. If you get a chance, make sure you stop by and see it. Couple of good news additions for Elk Grove. Wingstop is coming to Elk Grove. They're going to be opening up next to the Walmart in the strip shopping center there. And it's obviously a wings place. And so we're looking forward to it. They're a national chain. And they'll be, they already pulled the permits. So over the next few months, Wingstop will be coming to Elk Grove. Also, Elk Grove won a pretty nice award. It just got announced. Matter of fact, it's already been on NBC TV and WLS Radio, but we're announcing here in Elk Grove today. Elk Grove was nationally, not statewide, but in the nation, ranked the third most affordable community in the country. Third most affordable. And what they base this on, the criteria they look at is home values, median family incomes, housing affordability, quality of life metrics, including school performance, public safety, employment opportunities, population density, and everything else. And they said what really drove Elk Grove up to finish in third place was the Elk Grove Village works hard to remain affordable while also striving to provide the amenities that make a community great. They liked our schools, our open spaces, Chief Walsh, Chief Michael, our public safety, ranked very high, and our employment opportunities. Having the biggest business park in North America probably doesn't hurt the employment opportunities, but all those factors help make Elk Grove in third place in the country. Bronze medal, we'll take it anytime. So we're very honored and appreciative of that award, and I know our favorite suburbs around us are a little jealous now, Schaumburg, Arlington Heights, Buffalo Grove, Hoffman, a little jealous, but we take care of our suburbs, so that's okay. We'll make sure they're doing well. So, but no, we're very proud of that and excited about getting that award. Another piece of good news, our vacancy rate, Mr. Rob, in our industrial park, down to 1.85%. That is like unheard of. As we talked about before, 5% has always been our criteria to consider our industrial park full. Because you always get business for sale, move in, out, and stuff like that. We're down to 1.85%. What does that mean? Well, we got over 62 million square feet. That means about 1 million square feet are available. Now, 1 million square feet in some towns is a lot of square footage, but in our business park, it's not much. So think about that. That's amazing. Over 61 million square feet occupied here in Elk Grove, never before achieved. First time in the history of Elk Grove. We're excited about it. We're very proud of it. And Elk Grove is doing very well as we speak to you tonight. And even through the pandemic and everything else, we've been able to do that well. That speaks volumes. So we're excited about that. Okay, over St. Patrick's Day, Chief Walsh and his team was busy with our Click It and Ticket program, and 184 stops. Still can't believe you had 86 people with police out there. They see the police out there, 86 people still didn't have seatbelts on. Can't figure that one out. Some people shouldn't have driver's license, I think, or have at least the eye test done better. 3 suspended driver arrests, 2 non-valid driver's license arrests, unlawful possession of cannabis, 8 uninsured motorists, 6, that's what I want to ask you. What's a hazardous moving violation they do right in front of you?
Cutting lanes, not trying to get around.
So they actually literally try to get around you as you're standing out there in uniform with a squad car. They try to go around you.
Must be Sox fans.
What happened?
He said they must be Sox.
fans.
I didn't say that. It's true, but I didn't say that. 13 speeding. So people are speeding right in front of you.
Right. We have the radar set up a little bit down as they approach those things. And if they're more than 15 over, that's when it's aggravated speeding.
So that's where you have 2 people that can see you. Because I know where you guys set up.
Yeah.
You can see you well in advance.
We publicize it as well.
We notify people, and 2 people going over 15 miles an hour over the speed limit coming up to you. Okay. Obviously, we don't have intelligent tests when we get licenses either. I still can't believe it. Only 16 cell phone violations out of 100. That I can't believe. Expired registration, I mean, well, this is always part of the state program, click it or ticket. Our police do get paid for that. The state pays them to do that. And it's making the road safer for everybody. But I mean, you guys are well-known out there, and it just amazes me. But again, tell you guys, good job. We appreciate it for the safety. Also, you guys did a recent tobacco sting. We do check for underage. And out of our places, only one place, I shouldn't say one, one's too many. Out of 27 locations, one failed. I think it might have been the first time. We're going to be sending them a letter. I'll be sending a letter out of 27. So, again, you got to be 18 years old to buy cigarettes. And obviously, and we use young people, not even close to 18. No. So, well, hopefully we get back to 100% again. A health department update. Remember we talked a couple months ago that we're looking into a health department here in the village, all that. We're still working on it. There's been numerous meetings between the fire department and Alexian Brothers Hospital. And so our hope is probably sometime this summer we'll be unveiling the program that we're looking to do here in Elk Grove. But I want to give everybody an update on that. Last, Mr. Frankie, this last item, pretty quick here tonight. COVID update. COVID. I know we think COVID's going away and all this. The papers just can't seem to let go of it. Just recently, Herald again. Now this is in the past 2 weeks. COVID reality check in the Herald. Remember the word optional. COVID again. Mask optional, always best. Another COVID article in the Herald. We know how to do this. Another COVID story because the number's going up a little bit here. And then again, this was just today, another story about COVID. Philadelphia, restore mask mandates. Remember, we're the only country in the world that requires students still to wear masks in a lot of our school districts, only country. But for some reason, people can't let this go. I'm not sure if you heard today or not. There's another variant coming. It's now called the X variant. The B2 one is still out there, but now the X variant is starting to show up. So, as we said before, and we'll continue to say that, I watched the former CDC director today give an at-length interview. COVID's here forever. It's here for perpetuity. It's not going away. It's here. It's going to modify. It's going to change and all this. But as the CDC director said, it was a very good article or interview. He said, look what's happened. The first one that came through was the most deadly. The Omicron that we're kind of getting past now was more prevalent, but the ratio of illnesses, hospitalization, and death per infected person was significantly less. The B12 or B2 one that's going through now is even less than the Omicron, and the X variant's going to be less there. What happened is we're getting more immune. We're getting more, it's getting more, I don't hate to say used to, but it's more readily taken care of by the body as they keep varying because the body's getting more between vaccinations, immunity from getting sick, and all the rest. And the sooner this country and the world learns to coexist with it like we do with the flu every year and other illnesses, and that is, yeah, if you can get vaccinated, want it, take the vaccine. As a matter of fact, I'll probably be getting the second booster not too long. You'll take the vaccine, try to protect yourself. If you want to wear a mask if you want to. People have worn them for years. But the bottom line is, just like the flu, and people forget, the flu kills tens of thousands of Americans every year. And it's here for perpetuity also, like everything else. But again, we need to get moving on, and we're going to. And we got to keep that in mind with people. And the biggest thing, the Johns Hopkins report, I don't know if anybody ever read that. That report came out about a month and a half ago. It's a phenomenal report. Long, but detailed. And Hopkins is considered the preeminent. And people say, well, they're conservative, they're liberal. No. Johns Hopkins is just looking at medical. But the one thing that unfortunately stands out in Johns Hopkins report is where they said, we've done irreparable harm to the young people of this country and the world. Irreparable harm. We've lost a generation of youth, they said. We've got to get moving on. And they're the safest people. When they get sick, they're the safest by far. So we got to get moving on. You're going to hear it. Again, the paper just talked today, but now we got Philadelphia's going back. I mean, we got to move on. And in Elk Grove, we are moving on. Our concerts are coming, Oktoberfest is coming, Play Party Picnic is coming. We're moving on, and we'll get moving on like we should. So, Mr. Frankie, was that good?
Yeah.
Not bad?
It wasn't the worst.
Thank you. Okay, with that complete, we move on now to trustees' report. We'll start with trustee Listener.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. You mentioned the Fox Run Golf Links Clubhouse Open House, which was phenomenal, but what I really like is now, when you're done playing golf, you could drive your cart with the clubs on it right out to the parking lot instead of carrying them, which was tough for some of us, but I thought that was interesting. But the other thing, tomorrow morning, there's the Jewel Food Store is holding a grand reopening after their recent remodeling. It's at the bright hour of 8 a.m. I plan to attend along with trustees Feichter and Prochnow and anyone else that wants to join us there. I got a surprise comment to make tomorrow, but I'll save it for tomorrow. And that concludes my report.
Very good. Move on now to trustee Feichter.
Yes, a couple items. As Mayor Johnson started to tell you, our Bulgarian friends are going to have a big event here on May 22nd. I'll have more details about it in the future. But just to remind you, we've established a friendship agreement with one of the towns within Bulgaria about 3.5, 4 years ago. The town is Pernik. Our police chief and I went there for what they called their Serva Festival at that time and had a wonderful experience. And I've been back there 3 times since and really have been treated so very well by the Bulgarian people. And I wanted to maintain a relationship because of that. And it's been difficult with the pandemic trying to keep that relationship going. But we had the Consul General. There's a new Consul General in Chicago, and he has a long name, and he just said, "Call me Stan." And he's a young man and very, very nice and speaks excellent English. And he's come to us asking for our support and help, and the village is doing that. They want to have a big Bulgarian event at the high school on the 22nd, and we agreed to help them and support them on that. They got permission from the high school, and they expect to have about 1,000 people there. If you don't know it, we have Bulgarian classes at our high school, and there's also Bulgarian classes at many other schools around, and they are all going to be invited. And there's Bulgarian culture centers, and they will be invited to this. There's a lot of Bulgarians that live right either in Elk Grove or right around Elk Grove, and it's good, I think, to try to continue to be open to them and any other groups of people that are interested. And along that line, I also want to mention that the Park District and the Community Character Coalition are getting back to having their culture event, celebration of culture. They haven't been able to have this for a couple years because of the pandemic. They're going to have it again this year. And it's going to be the date?
The 22nd.
The 22nd of April at 6:30 at the Pavilion. And it should be a really, really nice event. It has been in the past when they do this. I don't know, is the Italian Sister City going to be involved, Steve?
Oh, yes, we'll have our bocce court there.
Yeah, I know also, interesting, the Bicycle Club in Elk Grove Village is going to be there. They're going to talk about the culture of biking, and there'll be many, many different groups. It's going to be a real nice thing. A lot of the young people enjoy this, and their parents as well. So it's a good thing. We want to be open to all cultures in Elk Grove, and this gives us an opportunity. And that concludes my
And
report.
that's a Friday night,
Yes,
so it
Friday
works out
night.
good. It's free,
Free.
so no reason. And it was interesting talking to the Stan from Bulgaria. You know, they're only 400 miles from Ukraine.
Yeah, Ukraine.
from the Ukraine. They're only 400 miles away. Romania and Moldova are the only two countries in between them. And trust me, it was interesting talking to him. I mean, he's a consul general, and talking to him, he obviously they have concern. They're worried. I mean, they're part of NATO, Bulgaria and stuff, and they're obviously very concerned about, you know, what can happen. And think about 400 miles. That's, you know, basically from here to Minneapolis. That's 400 miles away from us. So, you know, it's not a comfortable position right now. So, but very, and he said there's a lot more Bulgarians around this area than people realize.
Yeah.
And stuff. So,
And he also explained to us that they are taking in Ukrainian
yes,
refugees into Bulgaria and a lot into Romania.
yep. So that's going. It was interesting. Thank you, Trustee Feichter. Trustee Schmidt.
Yes, couple of things. I just want to, again, thank all the volunteers. I was at the volunteer dinner with the rest of the trustees and the mayor, and without their assistance and their dedication to the community, it would be very difficult to do some of the things that we do, so they are definitely part of our exceptional community. I also attended the public library dedication for Darlene, and again, congratulations to her. And as Trustee Feichter just said, the Elk Grove Italian Sister Cities will be at the Celebration of Culture on April 22nd with our portable bocce court, so come on out and play some bocce. And finally, I just want to extend a thanks to Public Works. The week of April the 4th, they did a leaf pickup. I know in my neighborhood, quite a few people put their leaves out. Everybody was working in the yards the week before getting them out, and I'm sure that you collected quite a few loads of leaves, and I just want to thank Public Works for that. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Trustee Schmidt. Trustee Prochnow.
Thank you. I want to begin by welcoming our new village manager, Matt Rome. You look very good sitting there, and I know you'll do an excellent job. We're very proud to have you. Then I'd like to announce the Zarnik Heffron Scholarships. There are 8 $1,000 awards available to Elk Grove Village residents who are graduating from high school this year. Applications are available on the village website as well as on zarnikgolf.com website. Frank Zarnik and Jim Heffron supported the youth of Elk Grove Village with their work on the park board and now through this memorial scholarship. The deadline for application is April 22nd. Please also save the date for the annual golf outing, which will be Friday, August 5th. This is the only fundraiser for the program. Then I'd like to remind everybody that we still have the Winter Farmers Market going on. There's 3 more dates before we roll into the summer market. April 23rd, May 7th, and May 21st, there will be the Winter Farmers Market at the Christus Victor Church on Arlington Heights Road, across from the theater. And last but not least, I also attended the library, the dedication for Darlene, and it brought back a lot of memories. I grew up in Elk Grove. I've been here since '56, and one interesting thing that I remember out of that was going to the house, and the book return was actually the bathtub.
That's right.
It was actually the bathtub, which is, and a lot of people remember that. I mean, I don't remember too much from my childhood. I'm not one of those good memory people, but I do remember that. It was kind of funny.
And it was a usable bathroom. You
Oh,
still
that
could use the
part I didn't
bathroom. Oh, yeah.
remember.
Oh, yeah, because it's the only bathroom in the house. They only had one bathroom in that model. And you could still go to the bathroom in there. You had to close the door, but they had the books inside the bathtub. Oh, I remember. Oh,
see,
yeah.
We have a lot of good memories. And I just also would like to say that at the dedication, a plaque was dedicated that has the names of every library trustee that served in the village. And that's an honor and a testament to all the people who volunteer their time to serve the community. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Trustee Prochnow. Trustee Miller.
So I wanted to just say that I really enjoyed going with Trustee Schmidt and the BLF Forum people to visit the businesses in the industrial park. Our goal is to visit 50 this year, and in the month of May we will be visiting 4 I know of. So it's been great. The last one we went to was New Way Electronics. It was amazing to see what they do and all of the things that that we really don't realize that we have here in this great industrial park. So it's been enlightening. I, along with my husband, on Saturday, April 9th, went to the Ascension medical system gala, I guess it was, a fundraiser.
Yeah, big gala.
And it was amazing. This also sponsors Alexian Brothers, and we had a great time, but we also gave money to help Alexian Brothers. We didn't win anything, but we supported the hospital that's in our town, so that was great. I'm going to piggyback on what Trustee Feichner said about the CCC. There are 10 of us in that organization that will be packing boxes for packages for Patriots, and that's going to be happening on April 19th, and that is at the Lutheran Church of the Holy Spirit. And I wanted to say something to the pastor, but they have done a great job, no matter through the pandemic or whatever situation they have. They've always packed every month on the third Tuesday. So there will be 10 of us that will be packing for the Patriots, and we're really excited about that. So that concludes my report.
Okay, last but not least, Trustee Jeffrey Charles Frankie.
No report.
Very good. Move on now to the accounts payable warrant. Our first one is for March 31st, 2022.
I move approval of the March 31st, 2022 accounts payable warrant in the amount of $2,398,167.89.
Second.
We have a motion by Trustee Lister, second by Trustee Feichter. Jen, can you call the roll, please?
Trustee Frankie?
Aye.
Trustee Listener?
Aye.
Trustee Miller?
Aye.
Trustee Prochnow?
Aye.
Trustee Schmidt?
Aye.
Trustee Feichter?
Yes.
Motion passed 6-0. Then we have accounts payable warrant for April 12th, 2022.
I move approval of the April 12th, 2022 accounts payable warrant in the amount of $857,301.96.
Second.
A motion by Trustee Lister, second by Trustee Feichter, and without objection, we record the vote as please demonstrate 6-0. Tonight, we have consent agenda items, and I'm not sure if, in all my years, this fell exactly, we had every letter of the alphabet, no more, no less. I don't think I've ever seen that. So, we have items A as in Allegheny, through Z as in Zimbabwe.
Better than xylophone.
So we have had Z before.
We've had Z.
We had to finish Z for me to say xylophone.
That's
I didn't
exactly
say
right.
X.
You did
So,
not.
yeah,
So we have it at once
we've
before.
had a Z. Very good.
Glad I brought that
Thank
up.
you for reminding me,
You're welcome.
former attorney.
So moved.
We have a motion by Trustee Frankie. Do you have a second?
Second.
Second by Trustee Lister. Any questions, comments on the consent agenda tonight from board members, staff, anybody in the audience? No? Hearing none, seeing none, record the vote as please demonstrate 6-0. There's no items on the regular agenda. Mr. Roan, your first time here? We have a PIP of a plan commission. So what do we got, Mr. Roan?
We have one item under Plan Commission, that is PC docket 22-1, which was a petition for special use to operate a religious institution, property located 1021 to 1041 Bonaventure Drive. The Plan Commission voted to recommend approval of the special use to operate the religious institution with conditions that the petitioner install a fire suppression system, provide a revised seating plan, and install an additional ADA parking stall. And that was a 4-3 vote.
Okay. Petitioner's representative is here. Does any board members have any questions or issues for the petitioner? Since we are approving his project, that's a good thing. Okay, anything else? Then I need a motion to have the attorney prepare necessary documents for approval.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion by Trustee Lister, second by Trustee Frankie. Jen, can you call the roll, please?
Trustee Miller?
Aye.
Trustee Prochnow?
Aye.
Trustee Schmidt?
Aye.
Trustee Feichter?
Yes.
Trustee Frankie?
Aye.
Trustee Listener?
Aye.
Motion passes 6-0. Ms. Nauman, it's good, it's approved, you folks can do whatever you want to for the future, but you do have permission from the board to go ahead and begin your process, however you want to proceed. Okay? Thanks. Thank you. We move on now to zoning board, Mr. Roan.
There are no items under the Zoning Board of Appeals.
Okay, recycling waste committee, trustee Feichter.
Okay, we have a recycling event, a big one coming up, and it will be Saturday, May 7th, at our Public Works facility at 450 East Devon from 9 to noon. This one will be for motor oil, antifreeze, paints of all different kinds, so latex, acrylic, water-based, and oil-based. They need to be brought in. They should be labeled, non-leaking cans that are 5 gallons or less. Dried up paint will not be accepted. So we're going to have that. That's always a popular event with people. Lots of people come to it. They have paint sitting around their house from various projects and want a good way of getting rid of it so it's safely recycled. And so on Saturday, May 7th, we will have that. Also, I'll mention now, but we'll be talking about it later, June 4th, we will have the electronic, and that's even the bigger event, and paper recycling document destruction event at the Public Works facility. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, trustee Feichter. Moving on, judiciary planning and zoning committee, trustee Prochnow.
No report.
Capital improvements committee, trustee Schmidt.
Yes, I'm happy to report that tonight on our consent agenda, we approved the contracts for our road rehabilitation program for 2022, which includes the rebuilding of Arlington Heights Road. And in talking to Colby here, I believe that project should start in May. So again, information on this project and on the road resurfacing projects for the village was in our March newsletter. It explains all of the streets that are going to be resurfaced and along with what's going to occur on Arlington Heights Road. We just ask people when the construction start to please try to avoid Arlington Heights Road during the construction. If you have to go down it, be careful and pay attention to the signs and to the workers. And also there will be detour routes around this. This project will start in May, and we hope to have it done by the end of November. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, trustee Schmidt. Cable television committee, trustee Listener.
Thank you, Mayor. In our April 8th S&I report, there was sort of a story I didn't want to read. It was about 2 channels that aren't going to be available any longer as effective May 12th on Comcast. One is the Golf Channel and one is the FS1 Sports Channel. But if you no longer be offered under Digital Economy, they'll be under Sports and News or Digital Starter. The only problem is
Yeah, I was going to ask you.
I can't figure out my plan with Comcast. I've mailed them several times.
I couldn't either because I like the Golf Channel.
Yeah.
You watch that, or sometimes even FS1. That's
Yeah,
the main sports channel
Yeah,
for Fox.
yeah, so,
that's Fox main. It's like ESPN, but for Fox.
I'm-
Now, how do you get
Well,
that?
I'm trying to get a list of what they call them. It's sort of a marketing thing I think they're doing, and I don't. Maybe, man, I don't know if you have contacts that are better than mine. And
Yeah, I was kind of upset
yeah,
when I saw that.
yeah. But I'm hopeful I at least have the Digital Starter. But I don't think I have the Sports and News one. But
I don't either. I mean, so if you can find out,
we'll do.
Yeah,
we'll
but-
report at the next meeting. We got to, like you say, it's not until May 12th, so we have a little bit of time.
I'm paying $278 a month already. I think
Is that all?
should be, yeah, that should be
Well,
enough.
you have
that
a
should-
phone line too, right?
Yeah, I have a landline, but that's only like $12 a month. My landline. It is. It's $12 a month, and I can call anywhere in the world.
Yeah,
I mean, you can call anywhere.
yeah.
It's
I know
ridiculous.
some days I do that just
To
for
try.
the fun of it.
Where you get like the Taiwan phone book and you
Yeah,
start
yeah.
calling. Hi, trusty listener.
Yeah,
But yeah, if you can find out what's going on, because those are 2 main channels.
yeah. FS1 and FS2 are very good
Yeah.
channels. They have a lot of good sports. And
Does that mean they're leaving FS2 on the open
well,
one?
FS2 looks like it's on it. But
That makes no sense. It's like having ESPN on his premium channel, but ESPN2 stays on the regular
Yeah,
one.
I see your point. Well, that concludes my report.
Okay, now you got some work to do.
Yeah.
Youth Committee, Trustee Frankie.
There is less than 1 month left to get your applications in for the 7 $1,000 scholarships through the Youth Committee. By this time, you probably have heard or know, you go to the village website, download the application, go to your high school counselors, talk to them. You have to have it in no later than May 6th, which is a Friday. We've already gotten some in, but usually everybody waits till the last second. So get them in, and we will let the winners know the week of June 6th. So 7 $1,000 scholarships like the rest of the scholarships. Somebody's got to win them, so get your applications in. And that's all I have.
Okay, thank you, Trustee Frankie. Information Committee, Trustee Miller.
No report.
I have one question under information. I wasn't sure when to bring it up, but aren't we doing a large branch pickup starting next week? Okay. I didn't know who would announce that, but does that go, east side starts
So
next
Kobe,
week?
how's that work, Kobe?
I can't remember which one starts next week.
East side.
I think it's
did
east
look
side
at that.
first,
Okay.
but I think Caroline's looking it up.
I
East
think
side-
what I read.
East side is going to be April 18th through the 22nd, the west side, April 25th through the 29th.
Do they have to be bundled?
No, these are large branches. You can put them out. They can be pretty big. They're in the newsletter, but they're like if you're cutting down a tree or some big branches, put them out by the curb or along the parkway. The cut side facing the street. See, I read this up. Facing the street, and you call Public Works
Correct.
and let them know that you have stuff out there, and they'll swing by.
And there's a maximum, what, a 5-inch diameter?
It's pretty big. It's pretty
I think we
big.
can take even larger than
3.5
5.
to 8 inches, it
Yeah,
says.
8
Yeah,
inches. Yeah.
it's pretty
Okay.
decent size. I cut a tree down once and put it out there,
Mm-hmm.
except for the, the base, so, good job, okay.
And the leaf pickup went well.
Went great.
We had good weather for it, so it worked out well. Was there that much?
Trustee Schmidt asked that same question, and I don't have the exact answer, but I'll get it for you.
Okay, just curious how it turned out. If we should keep doing it each year, that's the only reason I'm asking.
That's a
Weather
good
accommodated.
spring cleanup.
Yeah. Problem is, this year it's been so wet, snowy. I mean, we're gonna get snow again Monday.
No, we're not. I put the snow shovels
Chris will
away
have to
last
start
night.
talking about shoveling the
Well-
They
sidewalks.
went back in the garage, they're not coming
The
out.
snow's okay now because it doesn't stick to the concrete.
Yeah, that's true.
Remember, we had, what, 2 inches that one day, all the grass, all the roofs, everything was white, but you were out there shoveling, every driveway in the street was, we didn't have to send our guys out even. So, we're good now on that, so. Okay, thank you. We good, Trustee Frank?
Yeah, I just wanted
No,
to
no,
make
it's
sure it
fine.
was out there.
Business Leaders Forum, Trustee Schmidt.
As Trustee Miller stated, on the 6th, we went to New Way Electronics over on Martin Lane. This has been a company that's been here since 1975. They're in their third generation of ownership, and they're best known for a service in which it puts electrical components onto a tape and reel so that contract manufacturers with surface mount equipment can automatically place them on the circuit boards. These are very little pieces. And again, it's nice to see that there's manufacturing going on in our community here in our country. And when we ask them what do they need, their answer is like everyone else. They need people. They have job openings. So there are job openings out there. So anybody's looking for a job, there's a lot of jobs available in our business park. And we'll be visiting several other companies over the next month. We have several listed. So that concludes my report.
And that's a problem. We have jobs, but no one fills
Yep.
them.
Everybody's
No.
looking for work.
All they want to do is work from home.
Yeah.
Everyone says, oh, work from, it's ridiculous. Okay, Health and Community Services, Trustee Prochnow.
Thank you. We had a community blood drive at Village Hall this past Saturday, April 9th. Another huge success. We collected 34 units of blood. The next blood drive will be Saturday, July 9th at Village Hall. Thank you to all who donated. Please consider donating a pint of blood and helping save lives. And also, a caring place is the wonderful respite program that we have at Christus Victor Church. Anyone who has wondered what goes on at a caring place is invited to attend their open house on Thursday, May 19th from 11 a.m. till 1 p.m. at Christus Victor Church, 1045 South Arlington Heights Road. Tour the program and enjoy a light lunch and dessert. Please call Christus Victor Church for more information. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. Personnel Committee, Trustee Jeffrey Charles Frankie.
No report.
Airport update, some critical times going on now. Maggie's not here tonight, but we're trying to push hard to get a second fly quiet rotation to be considered by the FAA, which we think will be more equally distribute the flights. So we'll keep you updated on what's going on with that. Parade Committee, we had a meeting last Monday. Not quite ready to announce yet, but we're gonna have some new innovations at our parade this year we haven't had before. So we're excited about that, looking forward to it. We want to thank too, and I'll start announcing soon, some of our sponsors. Our sponsorship this year is up fivefold from what we've had in the past. $15,000 right now. And best year we ever had before is 2,800.
Mark that.
So businesses are stepping up. They want to be spot behind it. So that almost doubles our budget for the parade coming up. So if I get that kind of money, you know I'm going to find something to do with it. So we're going to have a lot of fun with it, some different things. Yes, you wait and see what happens. So we'll be announcing. We got still 5 months away, so we'll be fine.
More time.
We'll see what happens. And George's favorite time,
Adjournment? Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm glad you said that because I thought it was your payday. So I'll keep the payday and I'll give you the adjournment.
Thank you.
Fair
Thank you.
enough?
Thank you very much.
Did that work for you?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Midsummer Concert Classic Series, Mr. Knickerbocker. We open up on the 4th of July at Rotary Green.
We do.
Part of the Lions Club. And that would be,
Casey and the Sunshine Band.
yep, matter of fact, Pastor Dan is looking forward to that one. He brought it up to me. So as I was looking
Well,
down on
actually
him.
brought it down
No,
to you.
I was
but
looking
anyway.
down on him. We saw the hype there. That picture be taken from the video.
Okay.
Okay, then we come back here for our first one a week from that Tuesday after the 4th. And that would be,
The exciting Little River Band.
you got it, the River Band. Some people have said they're looking most forward to that. They've got more hits than I think, I bet you they have more hits than any of the other bands. We'll have to check and see. I'm
We
telling
will.
you.
We will check.
Check that. I'm telling you, they had a lot of hits, more than people realize. Third concert, back at Rotary Green, part of Rotary Fest, the opening night of Rotary Fest. We have,
Mr. Rick Springfield.
very good. And what songs you like of his?
I don't know.
You don't know any of them?
No.
Jesse's Girl?
Pardon me?
Okay. And then we come back here for our last concert, and that is a wrap-up with,
Sheena Easton.
and where's your famous song from?
Well, the James Bond one, but that's not my favorite song of hers. But
No, what's your favorite song of hers?
I like Almost Over You, so to speak.
Almost over.
Now you're gonna go there. We're fine. Okay, very good. At least you know one of her songs.
Thank you.
That's very good. Not bad, Mr. Knickerbocker.
Thank you.
Moses didn't do as well as you when I talked to him.
Well, he's-
So you're doing good.
He was worried about the Red Sea.
He was worried about dropping one of the tablets. Went from 15 down to 10.
I've got 15.
Okay. Unfortunately, we're not going to have the one I was hoping for this year, but you never know about next year. We're working on
You
it.
never know.
That's Mr. Knickerbocker's fault. We won't go any further than that.
Thank you.
Okay, no items under Liquor Commission. Guess what, Mr. Knickerbocker? The
What?
first time ever, in his position as village manager, we've all been waiting. We get a report from our new village manager, and obviously this plays a lot in his review coming up, because May 1st starts everything, so.
Here's a kind of a drum roll.
Yeah,
needed, but-
we'll wait and see. Mr. Roan, it's all yours, the floor.
Thank you. I do have no report, but I do want to thank the mayor and board for the opportunity of having the faith and trust in me to serve the community. And I'm looking forward to the challenges and opportunities ahead.
Would you
was
consider
good.
a good report? Is that
That was
okay?
good, yeah.
And it's called for a revote?
And it was short.
No.
That's what I was going for.
It was short. You should learn.
Well, I'll short next to Pastor Greg.
That's true.
So, okay. Even you, Mr. Frankie.
I was, yeah.
What do you say, 6'8", 6'9"?
I don't know about that, but at least 6'7".
Played center, he's good enough, yeah.
Let's go. Okay, move on now. The one that we are waiting for more than anything else, report from our village clerk. Jen,
No report.
any word on primary information yet on early voting?
Well, I was gonna wait till next board meeting so everybody remembers, but I could give you a little information about that if you'd like.
We would love to have it, because in the paper today, they had all the offices that were up and everything, so.
Okay. Cook County has confirmed that Elk Grove Village will be an early voting site for the primary election on June 28th. Early voting will take place from June 13th through June 27th at the Village Hall in rooms D and E, but that's all I have right now.
Okay, so we're gonna do it down there again, but we're gonna have the expanded space,
Correct.
which worked very well last time.
Yes, everybody
It did.
liked that.
Okay, well, thank you, Jen. And again, thank you for making sure we got that here in Oak Grove. It's always a benefit for the community. So, thank you. Unfinished business, Mr. Knickerbocker? Let me take a good look. As usual, can't see anything.
Thank you.
So, very good. Any new business items from the trustees tonight? None? Hearing none, seeing none? From the audience, any items tonight? Yes, sir.
I had a sign permit application that I was supposed to go through the review process.
I think it was item A, the consent one for
Oh, so it's already approved.
town center.
For the town center, Prime?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we approved it.
Oh, we approved it.
Very good, sorry.
We can look at it again if you
well.
like.
Now, wait, do you want us to go back and go over it? We can. I mean, we can review it for you.
No, that was in part of the regular agenda, or the consent agenda.
We
I'm
know we
sorry.
got caught up in the excitement of the
Yeah,
meeting.
you know, I didn't wanna get up in the meeting.
I wish we could, but.
We apologize.
No, thank you.
Well, we should have let you know that it was just a formality putting it through tonight. Did we have to pass that? We didn't pass that before. Because that's just got to come through board approval because town center. Okay, we apologize. We should have let you know that. I'm sorry you're here tonight. Before you leave, make sure you come down. I got some chocolates for you. Okay, well, they're good.
Run.
They're heart healthy. Okay. Helen, yes.
You forgot the special events committee, we got a Memorial Day, you announce that usually, right?
Unlike the parade committee, I don't start announcing until it gets a little.
Hang
bit
on a
closer.
second.
But thank you, Helen.
You know what? It is on here, special events. I apologize. My fault. I apologize for that, Mr. Frankie, or pay
Thank
the
you,
price.
Helen.
But our next special event will be Memorial Day,
Yes, it
which is
will.
Monday. It'll be inside the pavilion, rain or shine, hot or cold, beautiful temperature in there, and do a great job. Last year was a big crowd.
We had a very nice.
That was
crowd.
very good. So we're excited about that. Looking forward to it.
Thank you,
Thank
Helen.
you,
I
Helen.
appreciate that.
And, pardon?
The liquor commission is next.
I said, yeah, no report. I did say no report.
On the 26th. of
2 weeks
this
from
month.
today.
Yes,
Yep, be ready. I'll keep them entertained,
okay.
and I'll make sure plenty of chocolates.
Yeah, a lot of people are inquiring about just what's happening over at where the bowling alley is going away, and they're wondering what's happening. and-
I will go through all that form, will answer. Matter of fact, you bring that up. We don't have the details worked out yet, but because of issues like that and others, we're gonna have a special town hall meeting in May here at the Village Hall, like we did 2 years ago, where people can come ask any questions, any inquiries, and I'm sure that's gonna be one of the big topics.
They know that I come here, and they're asking me what's happening, you know? And
So
why
I'll
are
ex-
they putting apartments in there, lots, I said, the mayor will come, he will answer all your questions.
Yep.
And if he doesn't have the answer, you can call him, he will hear your calls.
If I don't have it that day, I'll get it for him,
know.
but I will be ready for it. And that's why I'm saying we're having a special town hall meeting,
Yeah.
because a lot of people have questions about that, other things. So I'll practice the town hall meeting with you folks, then we'll be ready for the big one with the people. So, but I'm looking forward to it. And I heard it's gonna be better than the last, group you had come speak to you at the thing. But that's very nice, yeah, people say that, but we'll treat it, that'll be fine. So, anything else, Helen? Everything else good? Okay,
Thank you for coming tonight.
yes,
We always come when we can.
appreciate
We
it.
always appreciate it.
And we have two special guests. We have the chairman of our plant commission and one of its members here. And anything, questions? We do too. I never mentioned names. We didn't say what three they were. So, with that said.
You gotta look.
I know. I felt it right through me. Okay, with that said, I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
We motion by trustee Feichter, ladies come first. Second by trustee Miller. Jen, can you call the roll, please?
Trustee Prochnow?
Aye.
Trustee Schmidt?
Aye.
Trustee Feichter?
Yes.
Trustee Frankie?
Aye.
Trustee Listener?
Aye.
Trustee Miller?
Aye.
Motion adjourned, passes 6-0. Folks, see you in 2 weeks. Meeting adjourned.